حمدا لله.
اهلا وسهلا. Give you kiss 3 times.
Erwin, stay there. Stay there. Take care.
אוקיי, נדבר. אוקיי. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to introduce Sheikh Jabari, that I had the privilege to meet and to know as a real leader of the Arab community in Hebron, a brave man, a man of peace, a man of dignity, and we are very happy to be here in the tent of peace. That it's only the beginning. This tent was built a few weeks ago as a beginning of a new movement of peace and understanding in this area. I know the Sheikh, I met him many times in his home in Hebron, and today we actually celebrate the beginning of a new era that I hope someday that the governments will also understand this is how to do peace and not the false peace process that is being done, and this is what we are going to hear. To destroy the Jewish community, but is really peace activist, and he will be the translator.
واحنا بسعدنا يعني الناس اللي بتزورنا تعمل فكرة عن الخط اللي احنا ماشيينه.
This is way of peace and way of living together between Arab and Jew here in Hebron.
ونتأمل انه يكون لنا مناصرين داخل الوطن وخارجه.
And we are hoping that we will have like ambassadors here and in America and overseas for our message.
لا احنا بحاجة يعني للناس اللي شاعرين في وضعنا وفي وضع اللي احنا وصلنا له.
We need actually people that will be as ambassador and helping us in the middle of the way that we are here now.
نساعدون على إقامة السلام في أرض السلام.
Help us to build peace in the land of peace.
هذا يعني بتكلم وشكرا لهم.
And thank you so much for coming here to visit me. سيد الشيخ، المناسبة اللي هي سبت حي الصراع 6 نصارى هم اجوا يزوروك هذه المناسبة، إذا ممكن أن تبعث كلمات
بعدين أنا بقول بالنسبة لجميع الديانات كلها تشارك في وجود المغارة هذه الموجودة بالحرم الإبراهيمي اللي هي بتحوش قبر سيدنا إبراهيم أبو الأنبياء جميعا، و6 نصارى من المكرمين عندنا في جميع دياناتنا، يعني حتى في القرآن، وإحنا يعني نحترم ومنآمن في وجودها وفي منزلتها عند الله.
The Sheikh said that the cave of Abraham, Na'arat HaMachpelah, it's something that cooperates us together or united us together as a Muslim and a Jew, because Mother Sarah, she's wife of Abraham, which is our father actually, and no doubt that there we can see that we are actually one family from one father, which is Abraham Avinu, right? And we should not forget it.
واحنا يعني بنهنيهم بأن أنفسنا إنهم في عيد ل6 نصارى.
And we are blessing you from all our heart in this holy Shabbat of Chaye Sarah.
لأنها مناسبة مشتركة لجميع الأديان.
Because Shabbat Chaye Sarah is a very important day for all of us.
وإحنا في ديننا الإسلامي نفرقش بين نبي ونبي.
And in our Islam religious, there is no different for us from any holy person like Sarah or Jacob or Moses or Abraham. All the prophets.
فأنا يعني بشكرهم إنه جايين من أرض بعيدة.
And I thank you that and appreciate that you coming from far away.
لإحياء ذكرى عزيزة على كل الأديان.
To mention a memorial that is very important for all the religions.
فأهلا وسهلا فيكم مرة تانية.
And again, welcome.
ونتمنى نكون إن شاء الله تكونوا سعيدين في الزيارة وفي.
And we are hoping, I hope that you will be very happy in your visit here in Hebron.
وأن ترجعوا لبلادكم بسلام.
And be back to your place in peace.
ونتمنى إنه تساعدونا على إقامة السلام.
And we're hoping that you will help us to build the peace.
שישאלו שאלות או שאני...
אולי מישהו רוצה לייצג את הקבוצה ולדבר.
You want to say something? I will say something. I spoke in one bus, the other one couldn't hear that we know the chef for a few years. Actually, I met him in the first time when he prevented anarchists and enemies to destroy a shul. He said, I don't want that the holy place will be destroyed on my soil. And then we came to express our appreciation, and then we had the privilege to meet a brave man, a man of peace. He really believes in Islam. And because of that, he says no Muslim can give up any land, but at the same time we must live here in peace with the Jews. And he was threatened, the enemies wanted to kill him, but he is brave, and he has people that can that are ready to fight for him, and he is not afraid from anyone except from God. And I would like to ask the Sheikh, what is his vision? How he sees the future as he would like to see it, a future in this land, in this holy land, a new direction to create a new era in this land.
أنا عندي قناعة دائما إنه الخير لازم يتغلب على الشر.
I have all the time convinced that the good have to defeat the evil.
ولو عندي يعني شك 1%.
If I had doubt, even 1%,
إنه السلام
the peace.
علمش الأرض هذه أنا ما تحركت، لكن أنا عندي متفائل جدا إنه دائما الخير راح ينتصر على الشر.
If I had any doubt that peace will not be here, I didn't was coming to this way or start with this way, but I'm sure that peace will be achieved here.
لأنه أنا على ثقة بأنه جميع الأديان بتحض على عدم سفك دماء الأبرياء.
Because I'm sure that all the religious they are against kill people, against to kill people.
جميعها بتحث على التعايش والمحبة بين شعوب الأرض كلها.
And the message of all the religious is to make peace and love between the people.
فأنا متفائل إنه إن شاء الله السلام.
And I hope that the peace
راح يحصل في أرض السلام.
will be created in the land of the peace.
דבר באנגלית.
Okay. This group represents actually two groups, but they cooperate in many ways. One group is called AFSI, which is an organization. AFSI is American for a Safe Israel. And the other group is group of a Hebron Fund, the people that participate in the Jewish community of Hebron. And they all want to see that this area of Hebron becomes area of peace and happiness for all. And they all agree that the current so-called peace process is a disaster. And when they came here for Chayei Sarah, the leaders of the people, they asked to organize this meeting, and they want to continue the work to maintain the real peace. The old people that raise children and they have families and know what's the real interest of human community, of people, of families, as the Sheikh knows, and as the Sheikh takes care for his people. They know what's the mission, the real holy mission is. Maybe we can ask Mrs. Helen Friedman to say a few words. She is the leader of AFSI.
I'm not prepared to speak because this is actually not my first time in an Arab tent. Years ago, we did visit some Bedouin tents. I don't know if it's the same. And I do remember my very first trip to Israel in 1971. We went into Beit Lechem and we shopped in the stores in Beit Lechem. And it was very important for everybody on the trip to meet with the Arab shopkeepers and to buy some souvenirs and so on. And we had very good relations. And we feel very, very sorry that this was hijacked by someone like Yasser Arafat, that a so-called peace process was created, which turned into something very bad. So we are hoping and praying it would be wonderful if it could be, like we could set back the time, go back to the time when Arabs and Jews could live together in peace, and all the hatred, the killing, the danger, the terror would be over. So we are here in Chayei Sarah, we're here in Hebron, this very holy city, because so much history, our matriarchs, our patriarchs, they're all buried here, and we hope that in their zuchut, in their what's the translation for that? Their merit, we can pray for what Noam says, the true peace, the real peace, not the false peace, not the pretend, not the lies, but the emes. And thank you so much for hosting us here.
Thank you very much. We have here
just a quick word.
Mr. Teddy Pollack is the President of the Hebron Fund.
We just wish the Sheikh a lot of peace, good health, the true meaning of peace. our personal thanks for assisting in the peace process, and let's make it happen. Let's make it real. There's enough for everybody here. There's enough for everybody.
Mr. Ari Lieberman is the director of the Hebron Fund.
I just wanted to start by thanking you very much for inviting us to your tent. I understand it's the tent of peace, and as we sit here together in peace, I'm thinking we are here to celebrate the Parsha Chayei Sarah. However, last week we read about the only two nations in the Bible, the Torah, that are given the blessing of God to be great nations. The two children of Abraham, are given the blessing that they will both be great, and they are the only two nations that are given that. And may we see that greatness and the peace that we all seek. And I wish you Shabbat Shalom.
רק להציע כנס עם יהודים נמצאים בחברון, השם שלום עמוק.
הוא עובד על זה עם ריסקין.
אז אני אולי
מה? קפה, קופי's coming.
תציע את זה.
הוא ביציאה.
אני יכול להציע את זה?
עכשיו בשביל הקפה הם צריכים לשבת. And we are very much taken to see that our family fights sometimes could be overridden, and I would very much like to see him again next year over here in good health, and more of his family and more of our family together, not to be expanded. And I would like this invitation to come for next year as well.
أول شيء إنه ببعث لك دعوة إنهم تزورهم في أمريكا. الشغلة الثانية بتمنى إنه هون يكون آلية كبيرة وتتوسع، حتى هو يوسع على الناس من طرفهم اللي بيجوا هان إنه يجوا يزوروهم، يحاولوا يدعموا.
It's a great idea. It should continue.
يعني هذا فكرة عظيمة المفروض أن تستمر.
له احنا يعني خطينا اكثر من خطوه في طريق الألف ميل.
The Sheikh said we start in one step and more than one step in way of 1,000 steps, or let's say way of 1,000 miles. We started with few steps.
وعاقدين العزم على انه نكمل المشوار مهما كلفنا.
And our commitment is to continue the way. Will be the price what will be.
لانه الحروب إلها ثمن غالي على الشعوب، وإحنا شعبين دفعنا أثمان غالية جدا.
Because the war, they have very high price for war, and both of us pay very high price for that.
أما السلام بيحصل بدون أي ثمن.
Peace is the real peace is without to pay price.
I want to ask the Sheikh, has he tried to speak to any other sheikhs to try to join him in his process?
Definitely. تسأل سيادة الشيخ هل سيادة الشيخ يتكلم مع بعض شيوخ ثانيين لتوسيع هذه الفكرة؟
هو هيك تفهم أنا شيخ المشايخ كل شيء.
First of all, you understand, the Sheikh is called Sheikh Jabari. Is called Sheikh al-Mashayikh, which means Sheikh of the Sheikhs. So actually, all the sheikhs of the area is under his hand. Okay, so this is the reason why he is the only one that can start and talk, even in the media, and he talk in the media, of course, about the peace and about the right of the Jew to live in Hebron, and about his support in real dialogue and peace between the Jew and the Arabs. The Sheikh himself his family is 35,000 people, which all of them around him, behind him. And of course he do it every day actually. This is something very famous.
I would like to perhaps ask the Sheikh, first of all, thank you for hosting us here. I live together with Noam in Hebron and do much work with Hebron, with other people around the world, including Christians. And I would like to ask the Sheikh if perhaps we could try to arrange some kind of a meeting, a conference of Jews and the Sheikh and others like yourself together with Christian leaders, and we could all sit together to try to tell the world that we're united for real peace here in Hebron and here in Israel.
Sheikh said, definitely. First of all, we are actually, the Sheikh is participate in this kind of conference.
مع يعني راضين تاعون يهود وشيوخ دين عرب.
We have the forum which was built by the Sheikh and Rabbi Shlomo Riskin from Efrat and Pastor John Hagee, and this is exist actually, and the forum is between pastors and sheikhs and rabbis, and around 2 months, every 2 months we have a meetings, and it's going on. I mean, it exists.
بالنسبة للمسيحية فيش عندنا إلا موقع واحد وحصل عليه اعتداء وأنا حميته.
About the Christian in Hebron, they have only one place. It's church. It's called Melonite, and it was ultimatum from the Islamic radical group to close it, and the Sheikh save it. He prevent to have it.
إحنا يعني
And we would like to thank the interpreter for interpreting for everybody.
Thank you very much.
Say it in English.
Revolution.
תגיד את זה באנגלית.
I say this is a revolution to drink coffee in plastic cups. This is why I say that the Sheikh is a revolutionary. He is brave enough to commit some revolution.
usually it's in glasses, huh? In case of the throat coming to the door.
Next year when you come, you'll see this is only the beginning of this place. The Sheikh actually had planted the first plant here some לפני כמה חודשים? 4 חודשים? מה? 4 months ago only. The whole area was empty. Now they began the agriculture project and the Tent of Peace project. And it's the beginning. You have to understand all around, in Yatta, all around, the leadership was terrorist. And he planted his plant here to defeat them. To plant here a place of peace. This is really the frontier that he's doing here.
ما حدش بيقدر يعمل حاجة بالطريق. أنا متواجد فيه.
الشيخ אומר, וזה אני רוצה שאתה תגיד בעברית, השייח אומר, אף אחד לא יכול לעצור אותי בדרך שאני...
مش عمل مشكلة يعني.
אף אחד לא יכול להפריע.
שיהיה לך בהצלחה. תצליח.